channel and
Say hello to Barbara 2.0.
if this is your first time here, welcome, make yourself at home. I'm assuming you're here because you enjoy theatre. If not, wrong place, mate. I normally do reaction videos to cast recordings that I know nothing or very little about, which you can watch right here. There's also quite a lot on StarKid on this channel, if that's your thing as well. But on my birthday month, you're the one who gets the present! Especially for those who are not in the UK and won't have a chance to just pop down to London to see what's been labelled the best British musical in years. I've had the privilege of being invited to the Stand in the Sky's Edge media call, where the cast performed 3 numbers from the show so that I could exclusively share them with you, so that you can see for yourself why there's been so much buzz around the show. I will be reviewing Stand in the Sky's Edge later this month, so I won't be sharing any of my detailed thoughts about the show now. This is about sharing a little piece of it with you. I do want to give you some context before we jump into the performances. Unless you just want to skip that, there's timestamps in the description, go nuts. Standing at the Sky's Edge is a gig musical written by Chris Bush with music and lyrics by Richard Hawley. In the words of the show's narrator, the story follows 3 households decades apart, sharing one roof, one son, one hope, to root themselves, to matter to someone, to make something of their days. It all happens in this block of flats in Sheffield, a city in the north of England, called Park Hill, and it's ultimately a love letter to the community of the region. There's a lot of political, social, and personal trouble in the story because it explores quite unstable historical moments in Britain, but always through the lenses of the people affected by them. People and community are at the heart of this musical. Park Hill is now a historical building, and here's Rob Hasty, director of the show, and artistic director of the Sheffield Theatres, where this production originated, talking about how this iconic sign that actually exists in the location and is now part of the visual identity of the show gives meaning to the opening number as the dawn breaks. Enjoy!
Redeveloped and refurbished, they picked out the sign in neon. The face of that sign over those years is really reflective of the way that the relationship that the city has to that building, which is a complicated relationship. There's some suspicion of gentrification. There's a lot of feelings swirling around that. So when you see at the beginning, the workmen are looking at the sign and wondering, pointing out that it keeps breaking. Oh, and you will also meet our narrating character. It's called Connie, and she pops up to introduce the evening and introduce the audience to the 3 different worlds.
As the dawn breaks over roofs slates, hope hung on every washing light. As your heart aches over life's fate, I know we never had much time for us to give, but we did. There's something in those deep blue eyes as the light creeps over the houses and the slates are dark by rain. In this morning search for meaning, I hear a songbird's melody. I hear a songbird's melody, and she's singing just for me.
Are you helping or what?
Yeah, come in. Not bad though, is it?
What?
Look! Don't you ever just look at it?
Why? It's not going anywhere, is it? All right then, let's get to it. See what's gone wrong this time.
Always summer.
That Neil's been a bastard since day one.
Should have left it as graffiti.
Should have tore the old place down when he had the chance.
Nah, life in it yet.
As the light
try it now. Aye, that's done it. Right, what's next?
3 mornings, decades apart. Same old sun that makes optimists of the lovesick, restarts the hearts of old romantics, and roly-polies irrepressibly down the hillside, hitting the concrete with the full force of a first kiss. 3 households, decades apart, sharing one roof, one sun, one hope, to root themselves, become an 8th hill in this man-made monolith, to matter to someone, to make something of their days, as the dawn breaks and breaths are held, because this moment won't come again. Savour the stillness. Then,
The second number they performed is called Tonight the Streets Are Ours, and this is when we see the 3 timelines come together for the first time. Marvel who?
This comes towards the beginning of the show when we've got to know the characters that exist in a single flat, in a block of flats in Sheffield called Park Hill, in 3 different times. So we've had a couple in the 1960s, we've met a family moving in the 1980s, and we've met a woman who arrives in 2015 just as the building has been reopened after a big renovation. And this is the point at which we see all 3 of those timelines intersect musically for the first time.
Hey, you keep knocking on doors. Yeah?
Do you know why you got feelings in your heart? Don't let feeling fool you. What you see sets you apart. No, there's nothing here to bind you. That's no way for life to start. But do you know that tonight these streets are in their souls, and they make our TVs blind us from our visions and our goals. Oh, the trick of timing tricks you, so you have no way to grow. But do you know that tonight these streets are no, nothing ever mattered more than our darling. That tonight the streets to kill loneliness at last. Oh, there's so much there to heal, dear, and make tears stains of the past. But do you know that tonight these streets are tonight these streets are
actually named after one of Richard Hawley's albums. And he's a director talking a little bit about how they incorporated the regional love that is so strong in Richard's music into the show itself. Followed by the beautiful title number. I don't want to be dramatic, but I think you're about to lose your minds.
Most of the titles of Richard's albums contains an oblique reference to a location in Sheffield, Hill of Skye Edge, which is just behind Park Hill, just behind the building that this represents on the edge of the city. Beautiful vista from which you can see the whole of the city spread out in front of you.
Fun fact, can you hear the hammering? It actually plays in the auditorium for most of the interval, as a sort of foreshadowing to a plot point in Act 2. That wasn't there for the previous run, and that's the attention to detail I live for. In fact, they've clearly made an effort to bring the show closer to the audience in many ways, but I'll talk about that in my review later this month. For now, enjoy the gorgeous title number. Please let me know what you thought in the comments. I really need to hear your thoughts on this. Did it make you want to rush to London to watch it or not? I am thrilled that I got to share a little bit of the massive talent of this cast, musicians and crew with all of you. This has easily become one of my favorite shows. And if you want to hear more of the music, the cast recording is available on Spotify. Run, run, run! And I will be back with a full review of what I like most about the production and a couple of things I wish they had changed from the last run. But that's tea for later. Did you enjoy this video? Then make sure you leave your like and your comments below. And I'll see you next time to conquer the world of musical theatre. Keep singing. Ciao!